Quick prediction vid real quick, and I really want to keep this vid short. This is for Juan Manuel Lopez, Juan versus Orlando Salido, the rematch, which is March 10th, so it's next week. I'm not really going to give a whole technical breakdown, but real quick, the first fight was a entertaining fight. Orlando Salido, man, the underdog, went in there into Puerto Rico and snatched that title from Juan Ma. I think Juan Ma was a bit overrated. I liked him a lot. He is a classical boxer. He can definitely box. He has good technique, but he has very little defense. He's a guy that's very hittable, especially with the right hand. Him being a southpaw, he's very susceptible to right hands. Orlando Salido landed his right hand at will. I mean, Roger Matagua gave him a lot of problems. Also, was landing his right hand at will. But the thing with Salido's right hand, and going over to the champion now, Salido, who's very tough guy. This dude is huge for a featherweight, man. I'm serious. Like, out of all the featherweights I've seen, this dude is huge. Like, he doesn't even look like a featherweight when he's in the ring. This dude is huge. He's a very, very big guy, man. I don't know how he drains himself down to featherweight, because this guy's a big guy. But Orlando Salido has a rock solid chin. He's a guy that likes to come forward. He's a pressure fighter. This guy has a strong willpower. But above all, this right hand that Juanma's already susceptible to, Orlando Salido really sets him up nice for it, because Salido throws this give or take. Like I said, Juanma's not very good defensively, but I think even I would have problems with this, to be honest, because Salido, he leans in, he keeps his chin tucked, how he keeps his guard up, and he leans in and out of nowhere, this dude doesn't have that much speed, but when he throws this particular punch, he's quick with it. This particular looping right hand he throws, man, it's vicious. He leans over and he just loops it over. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Salido is not even looking at the punch. You know how when you have your guard up and you throw punches, you can see your hands coming forward. You can see the motion. You know what I mean? With your own eyes, you can see the punches that you're throwing at the target. This particular punch, he loops it over. It's like an overhand right hand. But he does it sometimes from very odd angles, and Salido himself cannot even see the punch that he's throwing. But I'm sure it's something he's practiced. He has confidence that it will land. Oh, man, and when he does it quick. He caught Juanma a couple times with this looping right hand. And something in particular that I remember Juanma saying in the interview after the fight, he said, realistically, I couldn't block that looping right hand. He said, I just couldn't. There's nothing I could do about it realistically. And I think that was a big statement, at least in my mind, a big impression with this second rematch that's coming up. Juanma's a guy that's not good defensively to start with, like I said. But I'll give or take being a fighter. I'm going to tell you, that looping right hand that Orlando Salido throws, and he throws so quick from odd angles, I think that'll give any problems, and any fighter problems. If he gets close, you definitely got to be prepared for it. But the thing is, you don't know when he's going to throw it at all times, because Orlando Salido's not the fastest fighter, but when he throws that looping right hand from different angles, he does that shit quick, man. He does. It's like that's his money punch. He does that shit quick. That overhand right. Of course, he's got a good right hook too, but that overhand right, man, he does it out of nowhere. He leans in, and this shit just comes out of nowhere. So I mean, it's. Especially with Juanma being a southpaw, he's more susceptible to it as opposed to a guy who's orthodox. But I gotta tell you, man, that thing would have problems for fighters, man. I don't know, maybe just me personally, but I gotta be honest, man. That is a weird punch, because Orlando Salido himself is not even saying the punch that he's throwing. He's just looping it over his shoulder, and he's just got the confidence that it will land. I guess that's why he does it from close usually. I see Juanma getting hit with that right hand in this fight. He hasn't shown me that he's good defensively, so I can only imagine a punch that I feel would trouble any fighter, unless you're very, very, very skilled defensively. You want a fighter basically his main focus is defense. I'm sure guys like that might not have trouble with it, but the average fighter that's balanced even in offense and defense will have trouble with that overhand right. I see Wama having trouble with that overhand right. I see that putting him in a world of hurt. Wama seemed to be fading, a little bit early in that fight against Orlando Salido, if I remember correctly. He didn't seem to have his stamina there 100%. I know he was going through family problems, marital problems, divorce. I don't know if that played a role in the fight. I know it's a cop out and it's another excuse, but I don't hold it against. I don't know. You never know what's going through someone's mind. So I don't know for a fact. I'm not God. It might have troubled him in the fight, but early in the fight he looked okay. He looked like the same Wama usually, except for he was willing to fight more toe to toe. Wama has so much heart and very little defense, and that gets him in trouble with his heart, because you don't want to bang with a guy like Orlando Salido. I think Orlando Salido puts him in a world of hurt again, and honestly, this fight, I see it might go the distance. I think Wama comes in with a different game plan. Obviously, he's going to be smarter and try to outbox this guy from the outside, and he won't take as many chances brawling with him on the inside. But I can see Salido hurting Wama in this fight, and Wama's got so much heart that the fight he won't stand and cover up. He's not a defensive fighter. He will fire back even when he's hurt. So I see in the late rounds 10, 11, or 12, I see Salido stopping him again. I just see Salido stopping him again. He doesn't have no answer for his right hand. Salido can land that right hand pretty much anytime he wants to. And he's powerful, and to hurt Salido it's not easy, man. This dude's a big featherweight. He's got a rock solid chin, a strong will, pressure fighter that comes forward. Hurting Salido is not easy, It's not easy, but Wama has a lot of power to himself. But I think Wama definitely will do better than he did last fight. I think he will. He'll come out trying to outbox him. But once Salido gets close and he starts landing those big shots and they land and they sting Wama and he's buzzed now, I think this dude all he knows how to do is when he's hurt is fight back. And I think that's when he'll be drawn into that brawl and Salido will finish him. But I think the fight will go further this time. I see him getting stopped. I'm gonna say in the 11th or the 12th round. That's my prediction. Salido by TKO. I don't think he'll knock him out cold, but the referee will stop it. He'll get up, but it'll be something like just taking too many punches and the ref stops it basically. Leave me your thoughts in your comments. Always 100. I'm out.